By now, everybody has probably seen the viral video about the girl who was secretly jealous of her friend for many years and the way she would describe being jealous of her life. Ultimately, her friend being unworthy of her life, that everything was just given to her and life was just so easy essentially. A lot of people definitely related to the content creator and appreciated the vulnerability that she had, and at the same time, I know another content creator already talked about how envy, jealousy is in fact an emotion, and someone who feels and experience a lot of envy and jealousy is because they have no sense of emotional regulation. Full disclosure, I'm also someone that strongly dislikes a hating ass bitch. I love this specific DBT worksheet, and it talks specifically about envy, and learning to label the emotions that you feel inside of you is going to help you when it comes to identifying how the fuck you feel inside. I use this a lot with clients who struggle with emotional regulation. I'm going to leave this up here so you guys can become aware. One way I show people as well how they can identify their emotions is if you can identify the sensations that you feel inside of your body, if you can identify that maybe when you feel jealous, maybe you feel tension in your back, maybe you feel like a weird knot in your throat, you're able to identify that sensation with the emotion. And jealousy, envy, bitterness, craving, disconnected, displeased, green eyed, pettiness, wishful, resentment. All these are very powerful words. And I want to say, because we live under a very hyper individualistic, capitalistic world, we have all experienced some level of it. But the more you experience these emotions and you're unable to regulate these emotions, you're going to be like that girl, unfortunately, who strips the humanity away from her friend. And I always tell people sometimes it's not that you're jealous of the people, you're maybe jealous of how you navigate the world in certain systems around the world. So every time you find yourself jealous, am I really jealous of that person? Or maybe you're jealous of certain lived experiences that certain people are having it. And if you want a different lived experience, guess what? You need to work on having a different lived experience, because at the end of the day, being jealous, being envious, being whatever it may be is not going to make you have a better life. That's just what it is. But however, learning to identify these emotions, sensations, learning to regulate these emotions, all of that is going to help you to not be as jealous. Because at the end of the day, I honestly don't really feel jealous anymore. That doesn't exist anymore in my life. I'm not gonna lie. There are times where sometimes I just feel sad when I think about even romantic partnership, because that's something that I have excelled a lot in my life in all areas that I have. But it would be nice to have a romantic partner that's aligned with my life. And maybe I see someone that they are very much in love, and I'm like, oh, I feel happy for them and I want them to have a very successful life in marriage. But I also kind of feel sad for me in a sense where, well, I can't wait to meet my person, to get to that point where I feel that romantic love with that person. So you see, I'm able to identify the emotion, why I feel that way. I'm able to label it so I don't feel jealousy at all. And you have the capacity to do that as well. Starts with self awareness, with self accountability, and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to do better. Because at the end of the day, like I said, being a hating ass bitch, hating ass person is not going to make your life better. It might help you cope in that moment, but your life is not going to get better.